What is going on, everybody? Welcome. Finally, to another live event. It seems like it has been way too long since I have. Sorry, let me get through this ad here. Way too long since I have done a live stream, and it's just been really, really busy. But I am super happy to finally be back doing another giveaway event. So, as the title suggests, I have 3 knives to give away tonight. They'll all be going to one person. A pretty nice little miniature collection for sure. We're going late tonight because there was just no other time. My wife and I have been up late the last 2 nights in a row. Here's the reason. Normally I get up and go to the gym in the morning. I've been getting up. My alarm goes off at about 4:45, and I try to get up, get ready, and be in the gym. Maybe anywhere between 5 and 5:15. And it's been going good, but because of the charitable giveaway that we had here recently, I had about 40 packages to ship out, and my wife was like, "I'll help you. I'll print them out, and then you can put them on the boxes." So we stayed up late 2 nights in a row to get all of them done, and each night we stayed up so late that there was no way I was going to be able to get up and go in the morning, so I was going in the evening, and this just continued from Wednesday, Thursday, and now we're here on Friday. I didn't get up this morning, so I had to go to the gym after I finished work today, and after I had taken all my kids to their stuff. So by the time I got done at the gym, it was like 8:15. So, anyways, that's why we're going late tonight. But anyways, I hope you guys are excited. Happy to be here, even if it is late. We have some newer things on the table, a few things you guys have not seen yet. Definitely some fun stuff to talk about tonight. I feel like the music still could be louder. There we go. Attaboy. Motivation to start going. Trying to build up the motivation to start going. Here's something I think very few people will tell you, Steve. I think a lot of people will sugarcoat it and just be like, you just gotta find what motivates you, all that. Here's the truth. The first 3 weeks of working out really suck. You hate everything. You hate everyone. Your body hurts. You don't want to do it. Everything is screaming at you not to go and do what you know you have to do. You're going to want pizza all the time. You're going to just want like cheese and everything that you can't have. And your system will make it almost impossible. But this is the truth. Take it from somebody who has gained and lost. This is an actual fact. I'm going to share a secret about me with you guys. Take it from someone who has gained and lost 50 pounds on 3 different occasions in his life. After that 3-week bump, if you can get through it, that first 3 weeks, after you get through that, your body starts to acclimate. It starts to change. It starts to adapt. Not only does dieting get easier, your cravings lessen. Your body starts to hurt less from working out, and believe it or not, it eventually starts to enjoy or crave the pain that you receive from working out because it learns to sort of adapt your endorphins and your body's natural chemical reward system. And after you start to gain an exponential benefit. There is a massive psychological part of working out. It stops becoming a chore at some point and it starts becoming part of your routine. It starts becoming something you're excited about. You start to care a lot less about how food tastes if you stop eating food that is loaded with salt. You stop caring about sugar if you stop eating sugar, etc. 3 weeks is 100% the hump. The first 3 weeks will suck, and it is sheer willpower that will get you through it. That's it. Anyways, people are like, dude, who cares? Why do you always talk about this? Who cares? Metal Complex, always talking about fitness. Shut up, idiot. Talk about knives. All right, okay, my bad. I know, Robert. They still haven't given me another badge option. So I don't know if I've told you guys about this, but like YouTube has assigned me like a guy. Like I have a guy that like calls me. Like I have a YouTube agent guy who calls me and he's like, So how are things? Did you know about this new thing? And like we have this going on, and we just want to make sure. Like he calls me and we talk for about an hour once a month. Next time he calls, next time my little YouTube helper guy, I think they've heard the complaints from YouTubers like you need to make, YouTube a little more accessible because it's hard to reach him, right? So they assign me a person. I'll ask him next time. I'll say, hey, listen, I know you have a script and you got stuff you got to get through and you don't want to be here, but I have a real question. I need a new badge color. Ian says, I started exercising again and I can actually do push-ups now. That is awesome, man. I bet that felt so good, right? It seems like such a silly thing, right? But going from not being able to do a push-up to being able to do multiple push-ups is a huge, huge step. That's awesome. Good for you. Will be. What's up, man? Thank you. Thank you for being here. Hello. It absolutely does. Your mood changes dramatically. I'm never happier. I'm it's not like you're not in a bad mood ever, but I'm way happier. I just feel so much better getting a workout in. And it doesn't have to be anything crazy. It doesn't have to be an insane routine. It's just movement. Literally finding a huge rock. I'm dead serious. Just like if you have like a rock that weighs like 30 or 40 pounds, picking it up and throwing it, retrieving it, picking up and throwing it, just doing that for 20 to 30 minutes is a workout. It's literally enough of a workout that you can count it. And believe me, you will be very tired after that. If you do it nonstop for 20 to 30 minutes, that is a rough workout. You don't need anything crazy. My kid weighs about that much. I'd recommend not using something that's alive. I would recommend using an inanimate object. My dad told me that actually I remember this. He made his own barbells out of I think it was like a steel hollowed out rod, and he filled 2 large Folgers coffee cans with concrete and put the bar, set the bar in the middle of it. And he made himself like a 25-pound curl bar. And I remember that being in my grandma's basement. I was like, what the heck is this? And my dad finally told me. I was like 8 or 9. He was like, this is a barbell. I made it because we couldn't afford, weights or anything. They weren't like readily available to us. So I just made my own. You can do that though. Folgers, some aluminum, large aluminum cans and some concrete. You can make your own. Weights are unbelievably expensive. We looked into buying a rack of dumbbells, like 5 to 100 pounds. It's like $3,000. I could buy a nice pocket knife for that. Oh, there I am. I'm doing the gun guy thing. $3,000 for a rack of dumbbells. You know what kind of pocket knife I could buy for that? I got my Hellhound Ultra inbound, and I'm super geeked. Happy Friday. That's awesome. Dude, very cool. Thanks for the donation, Shay. Very cool. Hellhound Ultra Tech. That's awesome. You'll love that. You won't, but you will. Yeah, you won't until you will. Anybody in here put their down payment down for the John Wick edition Deadlock? That will officially be the most expensive knife purchase in my collection. I did it. I did the $1,000 down payment on that bad boy. Anybody else? Did anybody else in here do it? God, there's got to be a few people. Conan the Librarian said yes. I got at least one person. Alice Alice did it. Awesome. No, I need to buy an airplane. I can't tell if he's. I might be telling the truth. I have a neighbor who has 2 airplanes, 2 small airplanes, and he always invites me to fly with him, and I always say no because I'm terrified. But he does. I see him flying over way above it, but way over our property every now and then. Johnny G says, "I'm telling the truth. I believe you. I believe you. I wouldn't have, but my neighbor has a couple planes." He said that he's interested. He's got cameras mounted on it now. He's going to start uploading because we talk about YouTube. He knows what I do, and he's going to start uploading hyperlapse airplane content, which I said is very cool, and he should absolutely do that. So I think that's neat. If I could do stuff like that, I definitely would. I think that's an awesome idea. Kyle C, thanks for the donation. Just did my first at-home titanium anno. Can't believe how easy it was. Keep up the great vids. Only knife channel I watch. That's awesome. I kind of would like to try that. You're kind of motivating me to give that a try. It's not the first time I've heard that, and maybe I should get after it. Eric, yes, she is, and she was really understanding of it in the beginning, and was obviously a bit skeptical before we made the decision for me to go full time, but it's been working out. So, yeah, she, as much as someone who's not into knives can, like she's maxed out on, like she has fully embraced that her husband is a full-time knife YouTuber, which is always really weird. When we went to a local Valentine's Day like mixer, and we got seated at this table where, of course, everybody went around and said what they did. And I was like, oh man, like we've talked about it. Like, what do I say? Like when we're talking with other couples and like people ask what I do, like, what do I say? And anymore, I'm like, you know what? I'm just going to say it. So I just say I am I'm a full-time YouTuber, and there's always it's like 2 to 5 seconds of total silence. And that's nothing compared to the silence that follows when they ask what type of content I upload. Can you imagine? Can you imagine, man? Try to put yourself in that position for a second. It is so weird. Eventually they get it, but like the look on their faces is like, what? What do you mean? What do you mean you are a knife YouTuber? What does that even mean? Yeah, it's weird, People are like, I'm a contractor, or like, I own a restaurant, or I'm in sales, or just like like realistic jobs that like people understand, and then they get to me, and then I just say it and then just grit my teeth and just stand there and just tense up. Would you prefer the 80-15 or the 80-20.5? The 80-20.5. The shark lock is just a little bit easier to manipulate, but the 80-15 is plenty a good knife. If you like how it's bigger and more robust, and Cold Steel makes a nice full-size variant of it. That's the nice thing, right? To get the full-size version of the 80-20, you gotta, like, it's the equivalent of like winning a mini lottery, I mean, no, not like people are always really nice. They're just really confused. That like no one ever scoffs. They just don't know how to respond to it. How much is the John Wick knife? Well, you're buying the whole thing. The boxes are made individually. I don't know that the coins are necessarily anything super special, right? And there is absolutely I don't think that anybody's trying to hide anything. You're absolutely paying you're paying the collector's tax on that thing. The knife realistically is probably like if the base price of the Deadlock is now like what, $1,700, $1,800, it's probably a $2,000 to $2,200 Deadlock. Then you're paying a collector's tax, and then you're paying for the box, and the rest of the stuff. So it's $3,500. But let's be real. After a couple of years, do you know what those things will go for on the secondary market? He only opened up, not that I'm going to sell mine, but I mean, everybody who's buying them knows exactly what's going to happen to secondary market value. It's going to go through the roof. Those are going to be some of the most sought after deadlocks ever. So that's my favorite Switchblade ever. And he did full DLC titanium. Like I felt like that knife was just calling to me, so. I'm going to wait till I can get one for $8,000 on Arizona Custom Knives. Glock, I know that part of you is being sarcastic, but also there is a good part of you that's thinking that might actually be what they're listed for. Arizona Custom Knives gets crazy with that stuff, It wouldn't surprise me after a couple of years that somebody tries to list one on consignment for that much. I mean, it's obviously not worth that. But I mean, is it realistic to think that it's possible that somebody might try to list it that high? I don't know. I mean, he only opened up. He had a 4-hour unlimited window. He did it in a really fair way. He said 4 hours. Anybody who wants one, $1,000 deposit. He took as many orders as he could possibly take. I have no idea how many he did, but yeah. I look at Arizona Custom Knives every day as well. More so just out of curiosity. I know that there's like a 1 in 1,000 chance there's something there that I want enough to overpay for it, but there is a chance, There's a chance that something absolutely ridiculous will pop up and I'll be like, ooh, maybe I'll overpay for that. Guarantee, that's my guess exactly, Paul. My guess is that we will see them for $4,000 to $5,000. Now, I'm a collector. I'm going to collect it. I'm going to have it, hold it. Keep it nice and shiny. That's what I'm going to do with it. I just really love the deadlock. I'm a huge fan of the deadlock. And I'll tell you, it was really cool because before Gavin sent me that knife, he said, can we talk on the phone for a little bit? I want to tell you the story behind this. And we talked for like an hour, and that really helps to get to know the person behind the knife. So talking with Gavin on the phone was really cool. Super nice guy, really down to earth, really easy to talk with, and you can tell that he 100% is authentically believes in his product. It's the kind of person that you're glad to find out is behind the stuff that you like. Yeah, I was talking about the Hawks. Yeah. Rich Campbell, thanks for that. That's very, very generous donation. Thank you very much. How am I liking the Surge watch? I like it a lot. I've been wearing it a lot, actually. I should post it. I feel bad. I should absolutely post more with it on because I wear it a whole bunch. It's my only quartz watch right now. I like that I can just put it on. And, it's got a battery. So after a while, I have to, have it replaced. But it's nice to be able to just put it on and it works, I got $10, a slab of marble, and a mystery box. Could be worth a pair of worn work boots to trade for the deadlock. That's tempting. I mean, if you're buying secondary, you're buying something. You're buying what you feel like it's worth to you. You're buying it for love. That's the one justification, the one nice thing, that we can say to ourselves when we're buying secondary and we're overpaying. You are 100% making an authentic, I want this because I just love it kind of purchase, right? Silvano Amancha, I'm so sorry if I mispronounced your name. Thank you very much for your donation. I appreciate that. Very kind. Do I have a Hawk Orbit? No. I don't, but I reviewed it. I've got an old review on it if you dare to go back and watch my old content. Did you see the black Timascus micro sting release today on Polish Custom Knives? No, I didn't. But I have my own. Have you seen mine, Matt? I'm going to ask Matt Hubert specifically if he's seen mine. I want to know. Matt, I want to know. Have you seen mine? Hold on, Matt. I'm going to show this just for you. That is Bifrost DLC Damasteel and Timascus. And in fact, I can't remember if this is black or just like regular, but it's such a bizarre Timascus. But that is my micro sting. And here's a regular one. Very cool. Yeah, that is a nasty... Their DLC Bifrost Damasteel is absolutely sick. That is the first time I've ever seen polished DLC Damasteel. I was like, holy crap. That is freaking nasty, man. Matt, have you seen my microsting? Sounds out of context. Absolutely. DLT is getting Hermans. Did you guys know? 4 days. I'll make a reminder. DLT is getting Hermans. A bunch of them. A whole bunch of them. Now, you can still get them at Polish Custom Knives, but DLT is getting Herman knives. Very cool. If you've ever seen this dragonfly, my user dragonfly, if you've ever seen this and thought, oh boy, I'd like one. DLT is getting a bunch just like this. I saw it on the website. M398. In fact, they'll have, I think, all three of these. These are almost a family, right? Micro Sting, Sting, and Dragonfly. The Dragonfly is not in the Sting family, right? But they will be getting these. I have been carrying and using this guy like crazy. I love the Sting for EDC. Absolutely wonderful. This is an absolutely wonderful knife. And I like the Dragonfly too, but the Sting just carries a little bit easier, right? Neither of them are very thick, right? They're about the same. But the Sting is just a little bit better, I think, size for EDC. The Micro Sting will also work very well. Something to note, though, the detent is dramatically lighter on the micros. The Sting and the full-size like Dragonfly are much heavier. I'm gonna recommend to Herman that I think that they should increase the detent strength on the micros. It's fine. You can obviously get it, right? It's just not quite as satisfying to flip as the Sting. The Sting, it has a perfect detent. Absolutely perfect. And I think you can even hear it. It's just a little more authoritative. What do you mean the best one? You want to see my nasty boys? You want to see the Ubers? I've got two. I got two super boys. Oh, these are the special babies. The Dragonfly, Full Timascus, and Damacor. And the Slim, Black Timascus, what I like to call Peacock Timascus, and a Balbach Damast steel, which is the first and only knife that I have ever seen in Balbach. But yeah, those are my My good one. My big special boys. When's the giveaway going to happen? Here in just a little bit. 510 people in here tonight. What's up? I didn't know that if the population would be decent tonight, just given that I did it so late. So, I mean, absolutely, Nico. They are absolutely 100% as functional as the standard versions, but they are made in exotic materials for people who enjoy that kind of thing and are 100% functional art. Octopus High Five surprise release. Where did that joke even come from? It was because like I had so many members of the Blade Shape police community like constantly correcting me, and also the funny thing is that they argue amongst themselves about the correct classification of a blade shape. When you have like really hair splitting sort of in between, right? The amount of arguing when it comes to the exact angle that determines whether or not a knife is a Wharncliffe or a reverse Tanto, I got so annoyed just listening to like and people trying to like cite history and this and that, and like, you know, obviously they're Google historians is what they are. That's it. I realized I'm like, you know, regardless of how it's classified, we can all see the blade shape, right? Whether or not somebody can properly classify it or identify it or cite the appropriate history behind it, the thing will operate the same. How we visually, physically, all of that, how we observe it in the three-dimensional universe is the same, right? So I started just calling it Octopus Tuesday High Five Surprise because who cares, right? Now, obviously, you want to get close, right? But like, just freaking going through and getting the hair-splitting accuracy on exactly what it should be called is just an absolute waste of time. The history of knives is important and all that, but at some point the argument becomes less about getting the right information out there and more about the individual's ego. Like, how much do I know about knives? And actually, it actually originated with an ancient tribe of blah, 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 blah. Shut up. I'm done. I'm tired of that. We should do a sword giveaway instead of a knife giveaway at least once just for fun. Have you ever tried to package a sword? I have. And I do not want to do it again. I do not want to do it again. Yeah, exactly. The guy from The Simpsons. That's a perfect description. In the before. Yeah. How do I like the LTK? I love it. What's the? I forget the what is the name of this again? Is it? It's not the relative. It's not the. What did he call this? The effect. The what is this called? It's very good. The one thing, honestly, the whole design is great, and this is going to get a great review. I wish the detent was a little, or what's acting as the detent, I wish it was a little tiny bit heavier, but outside of that, it's really good. Whoops, just about threw it across the table. The result, thank you. Yeah, this is very good. The PMP is the, hold on, I have it, where's the box? There it is, right there. It's the PMP Ares, or Ares, A-R-E-S, and it, oh, what's happening? Oh, this is getting caught in the hinges. Hold on, I'll pick it up. Yeah, this is cool. They also have that opening hole. See how they didn't hug it up against the studs here, which you can use, right? They did not hug that up against the studs and just put it there. They put it where your finger naturally falls. Like where I organically go, where my finger drops naturally with no attempt to adjust to the knife. The knife adjusts to you. They really got that right. It's a cool, you know, it's a cool knife. This looks like some sort of prehistoric fish. Some prehistoric bony fish that you would find at the bottom of the ocean. Yeah, it's pretty cool. Very smooth, too. Very smooth. Which would you recommend, Atom or Neutron? Well, I just bought this. You guys are going to see the unboxing tomorrow. I like this size because it's already so slim, right? And the reason I picked up this one and didn't wait is because the Sting is almost exactly the same size as the Neutron. I think the Neutron might be a little bit smaller, but I thought, you know, I should pick up the Atom now that I'm getting an opportunity to pick one in full tie. I picked this up from eKnives when they dropped the same time that I listed them for everybody else. But yeah, I prefer the larger one. So I want to bring this up since somebody asked about the Ziphius. If you didn't know, the Ziphius is the most satisfying, most perfectly tuned button lock in existence. And if you think like, oh, well, they all feel the same, what could possibly be different? I promise you, this is on a different level. The Wii Ziphius is so impressive. But let me tell you guys this. Wii sent me something that is 100% in the same family as the Ziphius, and I can't show it to you yet. I really want to. It's literally 3 feet to my right. I can't show it to you. But it's very similar, but just with a little bit different blade shape and a little bit different aesthetic, and boy, did they nail it. They know what they have here. And this is fantastic. You have an opportunity, if you have an opportunity to pick up the Ziphius, it's expensive, but wow, it is so good. And they were clearly not done with this family because the Ziphius has a brother. And the brother is also a beast. Pizza operator, 1 second, let me look. Yes, pizza operator, that is it. Wow. Wow. Wow, I got so pumped when I unboxed. I was so impressed with that. So unbelievably impressed. It depends. If you like this blade shape, go for this one. If you want more of a drop point, then you should wait. But the Ziphius is very good. Very, very good. This is such an impressive knife. This is one of the coolest things that Wii has done in a bit. And it's so nice to see them doing something. It's very Wii, but it's also different. And I love this wraparound carbon fiber backspacer. That is such a cool element. Man, this is such a classy knife. And it's big too. 8.375 inch or 8.75 inches. Just such an incredible, perfectly tuned action. I mean, you can see it, right? It's so good. Brian Taylor, I appreciate that, but if you think that I have the best collection, you have not seen Scott's collection. Let me see if I can plug Scott's Instagram. I don't have his Sierra_bound on Instagram. I can guarantee you there are tons of people in here that will tell you the same. Sierra_bound on Instagram has probably the greatest knife collection that I've ever seen. And it honestly puts my collection to shame. But I am flattered that you think that. Very flattered. Yeah, I've never seen anybody. There it is right there. Ian Grunden. Everybody in chat, you do yourself a favor right now by following this guy. Ian Grunden just put it in chat. Sierra_bound on Instagram. If you have Instagram, you're doing yourself a favor by following him. Just to look through his Instagram is an absolute treat. It is amazing. Oh, hang on. Huh? Oh, that's okay. Okay. My son. Yeah. Exactly, yeah. I look through Scott's Instagram just to see things that I've never even heard of. His knowledge of custom knife makers is like, it's beyond, man. Hey, Das Pickles just gifted 10 Metal Complex memberships. Thank you very much. Congrats to the people who won. Very cool. Hello from the Big Freeze, Alaska. Hello, Sean. He did introduce me to Herman. The whole reason that I have a Herman obsession is because of Scott. Which Midgard's Messer is it? So this is the new Hermod, and it is very thick. It's a big knife. It's one that has the pin lock, and it's a little bit more knife shaped, right? It's less of like the craziness. But I'll tell you, the scales and the jimping, it's so aggressive. Honestly, everything would be fine. But the pocket clip is way too sharp back here. It's way too sharp. And I mean, the whole thing, the pocket clip, I think could be shorter. They need to knock this area down. The rest of it is okay. The rest of the jimping and the texturing is like just reasonably aggressive, right? This is wear gloves kind of knife, but that pocket clip, especially back here, it's so sharp. And because it follows this line, it just goes right into your... Let me squeeze it here, I'll show you. What's happening in my hands. Really, really aggressive. It's cool though. If you just like the overbuilt thing, the Hermod is 100% overbuilt. So I'm looking at my hands right now on the camera, and they are disgusting. Sorry. I did not wash my hands after the gym tonight, so my calluses are... There's like dirt embedded in my... the calluses on my hands. Rattersar 15, thank you for that donation. The birthday joke still happened. It's not my birthday. This is just fun. It's just a very long joke that people insist on keeping alive. What are your thoughts on the CJRB Echo? Picked one up. Other than the detent being a bit light and it being a bit heavy, I'm really enjoying it. I have the exact same thoughts. Exactly the same thoughts. Shiro, please. This is the special edition of the F3NS in Aqua Techno Carbo and Vanax. Super Clean or Vanax 37. That's my smoothest Shiro. That's a special boy for sure. I don't know how many of those they made. A few hundred, something like that. I do like that one a lot. What is the one just right of the TRM Atom? So this is a special, let's see. Who was it that sent me this? Hold on, I have that's a really special knife, and it's going to blow your guys' mind. Hold on. Pretty sure this was Surge and Hawk. He sent me this whole big... I want to get this right. This is the Locust. The Locust was my first collaboration with G&G Hawk. These were made in 2014, and only 12 examples exist. It has a unique handle treatment. So this is the Locust between Serge Panchenko and G&G Hawk. And let me tell you guys what's cool about this. Not only does it look like some sort of artifact, right? Some sort of legendary weapon that you would loot from a chest at the end of a RPG, right? But this is special in the sense that it doesn't lock, right? It's a non-locking knife. It's kind of got tension that pushes it back out into place. See how it wants to come back out? But because of how this operates, you see how this moves right here? While you're holding it, it cannot disengage. While you're squeezing it, it cannot move. It is absolute. It is literally a locking, non-locking knife. It's locked by pressure, by hand pressure. So no matter how much pressure is put on the spine, as long as you're squeezing it, it cannot disengage. But it disengages instantly as soon as you release from here and push on the spine. How crazy is this, right? It also flips really well, almost like it's assisted. I'm just going to give it a little pull. Yeah, it's almost assisted because of this pulls here, but once you go past the event horizon, whoops, right there, it wants to come out, right? Very cool. Wild. Absolutely wild. Ancient artifact treatment. Oh, Surgeon Hawk, right? What a fun team of people. Serge Hawk and Brian Winters should collaborate on a knife. Can you imagine that? They would break reality. Serge Panchenko, Hawk, and Brian Winters. Can you imagine what they would create? I don't even know if I want to know. I don't even know if the world's ready, right? Like, we thought the Large Hadron Collider was a big deal. Wait until Hawk, Winters, and Panchenko do a collab. Speaking of Brian Winters, he's sending me something special. I have the heavy breath after that. If that's any indicator. Brian Winters is sending me a special artifact. So yeah, it's coming. Expect to see that soon. You refocus here. Come on, pee pee poo poo. There we go. 42 minutes in. We got a few minutes left before we show the knives here. How special? Pretty special. On a scale of 1 to 10, I would say it's definitely something that okay. It's based on a model you've seen before, but it's newer and has a special element to it. It was an absolute surprise. I saw that I had a pending DM from him on Instagram, and I checked it later in the evening when I had time to look, and I was like, "Oh man, I should have looked at this way earlier." But I don't want to ruin it, so it's coming. Could be, yeah, it could be anything. Sure. How about you just wait? When have you guys ever guessed and I've told you? I'm the ultimate secret keeper. As much as I talk, when I have a secret, I keep it. Because it's more fun that way. Fifth Element is a really cool name for a knife. Somebody needs to pick that up. Can you give away a fixed blade next week? Okay, I'll see what I've got. Have you seen the XOK? Yes. In fact, I think I have one maybe coming. I can't remember. It's hard to remember all the stuff that's coming. Fifth Element is an amazing movie. I feel like there's 690 people watching right now. I feel like all 690 people have seen Fifth Element. In fact, be brave, and if you have never seen Fifth Element, type 1 in chat. Be honest. Be honest. Ken. Oh, look at all these ones. You guys have never seen Fifth Element? There's so many people who've never seen it. What are you doing? Treat yourself tonight, ones. Treat yourself tonight. Come on. I'm telling you. Listen, if even like 1% of all these ones have never seen it, I know some of you are just being ding-dongs. Dude, that's so sad. You guys are missing out. It is such an... I promise you, tonight, this is what's going to happen for some people. Not everybody, obviously, but some people are going to go, you know what? I'm going to watch it. I'm going to watch that movie. And they're going to find out what their new favorite movie is. And I'm dead serious. I'm not even joking. You're about to have the best evening of your life watching Fifth Element and having your mind exploded into a million little pieces. I promise you. You got to watch it. It's so good. Start to finish. It's such a joyride, man. You got to watch it. That's an everybody movie. Anybody can appreciate that movie. It's absolutely bizarre. So cool. And it's funny and ridiculous. Action-packed, like just crazy action all the way through. There is literally not a dull moment in that entire movie. Multi-pass time. Chris Tucker is amazing. Chris Tucker is amazing in that movie. Oh my gosh. Dated, man, I would make the argument that Fifth Element has aged beautifully. I think Fifth Element has aged wonderfully. There are very few movies that I feel like I could go back and watch and enjoy just as much. No way. Fifth Element, I would say, is not dated. It is absolutely aged flawlessly. It is, well, not flawlessly, but it's aged very, very well. Fifth Element is like Total Recall had a love child with the Super Mario Bros. Movie. Oh my god! That is you like the old Super Mario Bros. Movie, the one that's super weird? That is such a perfect description. Oh my god, that is so spot on. Total Recall meets the old Super Mario Bros. Movie. That is amazing. I absolutely love that. But way better, exactly. It's a perfect description, but imagine like whatever you're imagining is probably kind of bad, but imagine that but really good. So good. Yeah. Let's do Pray for Bruce. Man, that story, what he's going through is just a heartbreaking thing. Have you guys all seen the new Super Mario Bros. Movie? Quite a wild thing that's occurring between the fans of the movie, or the audience scores and the critic scores. I will reveal the knives here in a second, but if you have not seen the Super Mario Bros. Movie and you're somebody who looks up online reviews, right? Sometimes I feel like, some critics have like a good perspective, and sometimes I feel like they're kind of like really way too far up their own ass, and the same can be said for some audience scores. I mean, all we can do is judge things for ourselves. I have never disagreed more, and I'm not just talking about Rotten Tomatoes, I'm talking about across the board, people who consider themselves movie critics trying to like accurately critique the Super Mario Bros. Movies. I've never seen such absolute nonsense. Refer to the audience score. The Super Mario Bros. Movie is very simple. The plot of it is very simple, as it should be, because Super Mario Bros. Is not a complicated concept. It does not need massive, complex character development. It's very simple. The movie follows suit. So critics, as far as this movie is concerned, and as far as I am concerned, are idiots. If you have not seen the new Super Mario Bros. Movie, the animated one, Go see it. It is really good. I had a blast watching that. There are so many references and just fun things. If you grew up with Super Mario Bros., I loved that movie. I had such a good time. And I could care less about it's Chris Pratt and it's not Italian. That doesn't even register as something that's even remotely important to me. I enjoyed that movie as somebody who grew up with Super Mario Bros. I enjoyed finally getting to see it on the big screen, and I thought it was almost a perfect execution. I loved it. I came in expecting it to be simple, and I was not disappointed. You ain't too old for Mario. You're not too old for Mario. Mario's older than most of us in here. Based on my demographic. It was good. That's what I mean. Yeah, I'm saying it was good. The critic scores are really bad. The audience scores are insanely good. Like, Rotten Tomatoes has the critic score something around 45%, and the audience score is like 97%. I'm saying I agree with the audience score. I thought it was a nearly perfect movie for what I expected it to be. I think the critics are idiots. They complained about lack of character development and pacing, and I was like, what did you expect? Like, how dense and narrow-minded do you have to be to judge a Mario, like an animated Super Mario movie, right? That's you don't judge it on the same scale. Yeah, I know Rotten Tomatoes is hard to that's hard to believe on either side of the scale, right? Those are weighted heavily. All right. So we had We/Civivi asked if they could donate specifically for a giveaway, and I told them, I said, well, to be honest with you, I give away a lot of your stuff anyway. And they said, yeah, but we want to do like an official, like, we're asking you to give these away. And I said, yeah, no problem. So they sent 3 of their, like, there's still, darn it. I think some of these are, one or two of them are budgets and one of them is like over the line, but they're kind of like nicer ones. So we're going to do these one at a time. One person's going to win all 3. Yeah. So we have the Voltaic, which is actually one of my favorite newer ones. The Voltaic here. This one's got the wood inlay with black, and this is 14C28N. These are all brand new. So the winner will be receiving that one. Next up, we have the Cetos or Cetos. Open this up here. There we go. Another wood, but steel frame lock. Has a little bit of a fuller there, which you can access to use to utilize the reverse flick method. And then finally, we have the Terax, which is, I think, the only example that is over $75. I think these are both 75 or slightly less. So there we go. This is cool in that it's a steel frame lock, but it has like kind of that overlay, right? Also very smooth. I want to say this one's like 85 or something like that. So we're totaling out here. If they're all around 75, right? We're looking at about a little over $200 worth of knives here. Is that right? Something like. Am I accurate? We're looking at around $200 worth of knives, maybe a little more. 200 to 220. You'll be receiving the boxes, and you're going to be receiving everything but the microfiber cloths. I'm just kidding. I'll keep all the microfiber cloths in there. I always steal the microfiber cloths. I won't do that this time. I'll send the cloths. Let's see. All right, here's your last chance to enter. If you have not entered, you need to follow these instructions here, okay? How to enter. Step 1. Typing in chat is not going to... Hold on. I got to knock at the door. What's up, dude? You've shown us before. Yes, you have. Okay, you can show them real quick. Real quick, and then we got to do the giveaway. Wait, step over that. There you go. Real quick, my son got some new rocks. He wants to show them real quick. Here's some new crystals. Here you go. We'll hold them over here. Oh, watch out for that blade, man. Here. Let me move these. Let me move these. Okay, here. Show them real quick. What do you got?
So, you probably all know this color is white. And then this
Don't touch anything, sis.
This is the same color as my, pink rock, as in last time I was in here. And then, I don't know what this is, but it came from the ground. And then that has some black cracks.
That is cool. Yeah. I like that one.
And then I really like this one too.
Yeah.
And my favorite one is this, right here.
Ooh, yeah. Hold that one there. Let's see the layers in that. Very nice. I like that a lot.
And I don't know what kind of color that is. It's some sort of gray.
Yeah. Very good.
And this is purplish gray. You usually see it in the sky when it's rainy. So.
There you go. Very cool.
And then there's purple. And I don't know if this is like...
It's like a robin's egg with, yeah, the cracks and things. That's nice.
And then this is just the shiny sort of green.
All right. Show one more, okay?
And then this.
Ooh, yeah. Very nice.
Oh, one more.
Okay, one more.
We all agreed on this rock.
That's pretty cool.
I like this one.
Very nice.
Very much.
Okay, well, thanks for showing us, bud. All right, man. See ya. Okay. He loves showing those off. Alrighty. So anyways, typing in chat is not going to... He loves showing those off. He thinks that's so fun to watch it later. So I'm glad you guys enjoy looking at that. Anyways, typing in chat will not enter you. You need to actually follow these instructions here. There's just one step. Open the description of the live stream you're watching right now. There's a link right at the top that says enter here in all caps. Click on that link. It's a very short video. Essentially, all you need to do is leave a PG comment so YouTube doesn't filter you. Just one comment. Leaving multiple comments will not help you because it will filter duplicate users. So just leave a comment and you're entered. You're good to go. Let me fire up the old iPad here. Where is it? There it is. Oh, yeah. Also, thank you for 278,000 subscribers. Holy crap. I guess I have to start getting ready for 300,000. I kind of thought I had a while before 300K, but it looks like that could be just a month or two. So, thanks. I appreciate that. Let's see here. Comments. I have to log in to Comment Picker now because if you guys remember, they started charging us for it. So, yeah. Okay, so how do I log in? Let me log into my account real quick. Why is it doing it? I already pay for this. Don't do this to me. Hold on. Give me a sec here, guys. Let me test it real quick because it's acting like I need to pay for it again, which I should not have to do that because I paid for it on a live stream.
Download the Domino's app.
No. Ugh, give me a sec here. Give me a sec here, guys. I'm sorry. It's acting like I haven't paid for this, and I definitely have. Here it is. Hold on. I think we're getting somewhere. We did it. I found it. I'm going to bookmark this. All right. Hold on. Let me make sure it can. Okay. There we go. All right. So now we are logged into my premium account. We're going to reload the page so everybody knows it's a fresh page. Let's do it again. Okay. So now we're going to go down here and we're going to paste the link. There it is right there. You guys can check to make sure that that is in fact the actual thing. We're going to filter duplicate users. And that's pretty much it. So now we're going to get YouTube comments. All right. Sorry about that. I'll just remember next time. My guess is we have about 1,200 entries. We got 800 people in here, so 1,200, 1,300, something like that. 1,310 people. There's your odds. You have a 1 in 1,310 chance to win 3 really nice Civivis tonight. So here we go. Whoops. Okay. Not a raffle. I'm just making sure you guys understand that's just the word choice of this third-party website. You did not have to pay to enter. It's not a raffle. We're just choosing a random winner. This is a free-to-enter, free-for-all giveaway. The winner of all 3 Civivis tonight is Jeffrey Parker. Great balls of fire. Okay, congratulations. Jeffrey Parker is the winner. Is Jeffrey in here? Is Jeffrey actually in here? That would be really great. Let me know if you guys see him. Let's see if I can. Do I have? Yeah, I still have Gatorade. Jeffrey, where are you at? Big Jeffy boy, he's here. Jeffrey Parker, type something repeatedly. Jeffrey Parker, you are currently allowed to spam chat so that we can all see you. You can literally just type whatever over and over again. He's not? No, I can't draw again because I didn't say live. I didn't call this a live participation. Jeff, just like I said in the rules, he has 7 days to claim his prize. No. If you watch the video, you remember the entry video clearly states he has 7 days to claim it. What? Who are you? Brian Bourne? I'm going to put Brian Bourne in timeout. You don't tell me. You don't tell me what to do here, Brian. How about you sit down? You just have a seat, little guy. All right? Put a wet towel over the back of your head. All right? You just have a little time out there, big guy. Idiot. Yeah. Behave. No. Yeah, Jeffrey Parker won. He followed the rules. He has 7 days to claim his prize. And there'll be more, guys. You guys know I give away a lot of knives. I love doing it, right? It's one of my favorite things to do. No, he just called me a bozo. It's not really that big of a deal. I just thought I would take an opportunity to throw a rock back at him. Oh boy, yeah. I would say, yeah, if you define thin skin as like taking an opportunity to like publicly zero in on one person, oh yeah, definitely. The thinnest skin. I get triggered pretty easily, you know. I get riled up and my feathers get ruffled, my underwear gets tightened up, you know. Don't you come in here and call me names, all right? I can't handle it. I get really upset. Huh? I'm sensitive, okay? I use a lot of hand moisturizer. That's how thin my skin is. Don't come in here and call me mean names, because I'll tell you what, guys. I will put you in timeout, all right? I don't have tolerance for that, all right? I want to be able to sleep at night, and I can't be. If somebody calls me a bozo, I'm gonna have a hard time falling asleep. I'm sorry. I doubt the guy who did it even cares either. I just thought it would be funny. Oh man. Don't knock hand moisturizer. I agree. I have to. My hands are disgusting. Yeah, I need to go put a cold towel over my neck for sure. I'm getting real heated here, guys. You know, I'm about at my wit's end here. I just don't know what I'm gonna do. You know, darn it, I'm gonna put my foot down. Okay, I've had it up to here. All right, the name calling, it ends here. You guys know me. I am not all about mocking people. All right, I've tried to run a clean show here. I've never once mocked anyone. Okay, I'm always clean as a whistle, straight as an arrow, right? We run a clean show here. We can't be having people tossing around terms like bozo, right? Especially if it's directed at me. I have a fragile ego, all right? I'm sorry. Oh man. Okay. How long does a timeout last? I kind of want to go back and untime out that guy. I can't remember what his name was. I'm kidding. You guys can totally call me bozo. I'm kidding. By golly, I will throw a fit. By golly, you have not seen, you know, you will suffer my tantrum. Oh man. My sis won a bike on the Bozo show. Did she? Really? Wow. That's pretty cool. Okay, I'm going to give away some memberships here real quick. Here we go. Let's do 10 memberships from me. So if you didn't win anything, don't worry. You might win a membership. There's less people in here now. Okay, 10 memberships from me. Here we go. Congrats. No, if he doesn't claim the knives, we redraw for him next week. I've always done it like that. People remember when the guy who won the 100,000 subscriber giveaway, congrats to the people who won those. The guy who won the Signature Series Factor with the green anno never claimed it, so we had to redraw for it. That is the saddest. That's the saddest thing I've ever had to redraw for. But I always redraw if people don't claim the knives. I always redraw. I know. I feel really bad for that guy, honestly. But I had to. I mean, I set the rules. I said 7 days. He never claimed it. So, what are you gonna do? Ah, well, that's okay, Dan. You know, I know that the like. Here's the thing: if I don't do a giveaway, my live streams cap out about 400, maybe if I'm lucky, 500 people, right? But I know people are here for the giveaways. That's fine. That's fine. You know, people want to win knives. The idea is that I want them to come here initially for the giveaway, and then discover that they might just want to hang out for the live event. It started off when I was doing giveaways that the population was really low, and then my populations grew dramatically because of the giveaways, and now my base population has risen. So if I have people who initially come here for the giveaways, and I gain new regular live stream viewers who will come here whether I'm giving away something or not, I consider that a win, even if the vast majority of people still drop off. So that's all right. No big deal. You can tell it's not a live giveaway based on how many people are here. What do you mean? We're definitely live right now. I don't understand. We are live currently. Maybe I'm misunderstanding you. Oh, like live participation. Yeah. Okay, all right. Is that guy out of timeout yet? Have we seen him? I forgot what his name was. Now I feel bad. I wish I could go back. I was really just like joking. Oh, he left. Dude was. Oh, is he there? Oh no. Was it Brian Bourne? Nuh-uh. Was it Brian Bourne? Can somebody confirm was it Brian Bourne that I put in timeout? Was it? Okay. Yeah, I was totally joking, Brian. I was just messing around. I figured it wouldn't last very long. Hey, he's still here. He knew it was a joke. Yes. I knew he wasn't serious either. I just thought it would be funny to screw around with him. Oh, that's great. I would never kick somebody for that. I would never ban someone for that. That'd be terrible. Yeah, that's what I was just joking. He was like, "Draw again, you bozo." MC, are you selling pocket clips as a side business? I looked into it and it turns out there's not really that much money in pocket clips. I think you have to do lots of different things. And I'm kidding, by the way. I did not look into it. I just can't imagine that you can operate a successful business on pocket clips alone. No, I'm sure Brian's a nice guy. Don't come down on him. I wasn't serious to begin with. He was joking around to begin with, and I figured, right? It was all supposed to be funny. Don't take it seriously. If I feel like it's the only time that I actually ban someone is when they're spamming and they've been asked to stop and they won't stop, right? Or they're saying something like totally outrageous, something that's completely. There are certain words and phrases and things that people can say where I can tell like they just want attention, and at that point I'm like, nah, you don't need to be seen anymore. But I'm not gonna I'm not gonna ban someone because they called me bozo. It's actually kind of it's kind of a funny thing to call somebody. It's just like a really hilarious and mean thing to say. Oh man, that's funny. In the right in the right setting, that can be used as an absolute limit breaker of a verbal assault. Oh man. This is not real. It's very real. What part of this reality are you questioning? Let's all come down to earth together. Z-Baird 3. Tell me what part of this reality you're having trouble comprehending. We'll all hold hands and help you together. Z-Baird needs to be grounded. We need to anchor him. Birds aren't real. I know it's a funny thing to say. I love you. Okay. Every now and then I think subconsciously I hope for a person who's just like unhinged, because it's always really interesting to hear what they have to say. It's not so much that I want to mess with them. I mean, if it's opportunistic, then maybe I will. I'll try to do it in a polite way, but every now and then I find people who are a bit detached, I find them fascinating. Because I just want to know, like, what words pop into your head and you think, like, this should come out of my mouth hole. You know? I find it fascinating what they'll say. So I always prod a little bit. I always ask. Some said the live was fake. Oh. I don't know how they think that. I mean, if I'm answering questions that are in chat. I think people look for, it's not general odds of losing are not enough for them. It's like if they lost, then it must be fake. I think some people just jump to that conclusion. I mean, what are you going to do with that, right? It's like, I don't know what to say. What time is it? Oh, it's 17. We're over, guys. We're way over the line. We're out of line here. You guys are out of line, all right? First you call me bozo, and then you get me you trick me into dragging the live stream on to an hour 18. How dare you? I'm tempted to call that evil. It's an act of aggression, all right? Hey, big man, let me hold $1. Does anybody listen to John Boy and Billy? I listen to John Boy and Billy every morning. Hey, big man, let me hold $1. All right. It's time for me to be done. Guys, this was a good time. Let me move this out of the way. Good time. Thanks again. I'll try to do this next week. Congrats again to the winner. Hope you email me. Oh yeah, geez. I'm sure he's like, how do I email? Oh my God, I'm so stupid. I never told him how to email me. Oh my God, so dumb. Where's my card? Oh my God, this is such a massive fail. I'm actually gonna have to seek this guy's comments out. Okay, hold on a second. I'm gonna have to write it on another card. I'm gonna have to write it on an envelope. So stupid. I never told him how to. Where is my email card? Why is it gone? Okay, hang on. I ran out of room. To the winner, please email me at metalcomplex87@gmail.com. I'm going to hold this here so that if he fast forwards if he's like looking around, like trying to like move the slider around to find out like desperately like how do I contact this guy, please email me at metalcomplex87@gmail.com so that you can actually claim your prize. And I'm so sorry about that. I might actually have to seek this guy's comment out and give him that information. Anyways, do not email me if you're not this guy, all right? I know you think you can trick me. You can't. You cannot. I've seen it all. I've seen every trick. No one's ever done it. Don't try. Don't waste my time. The consequences are dire. But if you're the winner, you can absolutely email me, okay? All right. Guys, thanks so much for spending your evening with me. I hope you all have an excellent rest of your Friday and an excellent rest of your weekend. Bye.